Hey guys, so we're going to try out this new mold. It's the lamp mold, and I got it off of Amazon, so I will link it below. And the first thing we're going to work on are the handle pieces. So we're going to be using the Let's Resin Glow in the Dark Magenta powder, this one right here, for the entire lamp except for the handles. Now a lot of people use epoxy for the handles, but I'm going to use my UV resin because it's a very small section and I don't want to over pour it. So we're just going to use the UV resin. And I have some pink glitter that I'm going to scoop into the mold, and then I'm just going to slide it up the sides of the mold. And we're going to repeat that process on both of the handle molds.
She turns it all to play with a flick, a spark, a twist. She remakes it with her wrist. Resin rainbow, heartbeat bright, shining through the darkest night. Every layer tells a tale of a love that won't grow pale. She's the artist, wild and free, drowning down.
Now we're going to demold our handles. You want to make sure when you're curing them, you cure the top and the bottom, and I went ahead and cured the sides too, just to make sure. And there's our first handle, all pink and glittery. And then we're going to demold the second handle. It turned out really well. But definitely make sure you're curing all sides of these handles. Now I've gone ahead and mixed up some epoxy resin. It's just the 1-to-1 ratio, so 1 part A and 1 part B, and give it a really good mix. And you want to mix it slowly to avoid the bubbles. And adding 3 drops of that clear Elmer's glue, and that's so that when we put our glitter in it, the glitter won't drop to the bottom. It will stay suspended where it's at because it makes the resin thicker. And I'm just doing a little bit of the glitter because I don't want it to be overpowered in glitter, just a little bit of sparkle. And we're going to go ahead and mix this up. You want to mix it really good so that glitter gets all through it. And you see how that glue is thickening it up real nicely? That's what you're looking for, because you really want that glitter to stay put. I'm going to wipe off my popsicle stick. To be fair, I probably could have gone with only 2 drops of the glue, but hey, they're in there now. We'll make it work. It did not want to come off the popsicle stick. It was stuck on it. Now you're going to see where my eye-hand coordination is bad. So when I'm pouring the resin into the mold, I didn't aim quite right. And it goes down the side. There it goes. Yep. It's fine though, because once I turn on my heating mat, that'll all get solid. Probably would have helped if I'd watched what I was doing from the side of the camera and not through the camera. It's fine. See, I cleaned a little bit of it up. It's all good. I'm going to pour some more in there because I didn't have enough in the first round. And you want to get it pretty full. Give it a couple squeezes so we can fit a little more in there. Now move it carefully because it doesn't really have a good strong support on the mold, I will say that. Now when I got these molds were all kind of squished into a box, and if you see that top piece, which is the next mold we're going to work on, it's very misshapen, which frustrated me because when I went to take it out, I had to add UV resin to the top of the centerpiece in order to make it the right height because of the misshapen mold. So I've added the magenta glow-in-the-dark resin, or glow-in-the-dark mica powder from Let's Resin, and I'm giving it a really good stir to make sure we don't have any clumps in there. Now you can always put the mica powder in a different cup and add a few drops of the alcohol to it and mix it that way first to where it's more like an alcohol ink. But as long as you're stirring real well and scraping that bottom, then you shouldn't really have too much of a problem with just using the mica powder. And spritzing the mold with some of the alcohol. And we're going to pour that right into the mold. And there we go. Now squeeze it gently along the sides, making sure there's no bubbles. Give it a few taps. Being a little more careful with the squeezing because I didn't want it to overflow. And the tapping helps those bubbles all come up to the top, and that way you can spritz them with the alcohol ink and they will pop. Now I'll also say that when you go to put this mold together, this piece right here, when it comes out of the mold, flip it over. This isn't technically the bottom, this is the top. So this is the top part of this is going to go on the bottom of the mold. That didn't make any sense. That made no sense. I'm so sorry. I'll explain later in the video where you can see it and it'll make more sense because that just didn't make any sense whatsoever. So I've set the mold aside and we are going to raise it up a little bit because the lopsided mold was making it more lopsided. So I was trying to even it out. And then we're going to start working on the base. Now the base of the mold, it came in pretty good. The only mold I really have a problem with the way that the mold was packaged was that top piece right there that we just did. So if you have any ideas on trying to reshape that, let me know in the comments because I would like to know. So I'm pouring the leftover resin that I had into the bottom of this mold, and then I'm going to mix up another batch. And again, we're using that Let's Resin, the magenta glow-in-the-dark powder, so that when we have our light turned on, it'll activate the glowing in it, so that when you turn the light off, the lamp will glow. And we're just going to fill this mold up. Scraping out that cup, making sure we get all of that resin in there. Definitely want to make sure that we don't miss any of the resin because, as y'all know, this stuff can be expensive, so we want to savor every last drop, you know, except when we pour it down the sides of the mold. Sometimes that can't be helped.
Sparks of gold in every heart, where love and art will never part. I'm building castles made of light through every storm. I'll shine.
And then we're going to tap it. Make sure all those bubbles come to the surface.
Let it shine, making magic one drip at a time.
Because we definitely do not want any bubbles in our project. And I don't have one of those, the degasser machines, so I have to do the bubbles the old-fashioned way. Tap it and spritz it with alcohol. I was using a lighter for a while there, but I got nervous about burning my molds. So now these are set to cure. I will leave them on my heating mat overnight, and we will let them cure.
Just you and me, creating memories, sparkling bright in this.
Alright, so it is the next day, and we get to demold all of our pieces, our top piece, our middle piece, and our base. Now when I do go through and I'm ready to put it together, I will say I didn't record that part because of how long it took to put it together and the trial and error. I know a lot of people will use the E6000 or like I do the B7000 glue, but I also found that you can connect the handles with the UV resin as long as you're using somewhat clear handles like I did with just the glitter. Then you can use the UV resin to attach those to the lamp, which made it a lot easier. I'm just going to turn that mold back right side out. Needs a little trimming on the side. So we're just going to take our scissors and we're going to snip that little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And look at the details on this thing. It is super cute. Then we're going to demold our base. And it's got the slot for the light and a place for the cord to go to, which I love because now you're not trying to figure out where you're going to hide the cord. So I love that they included that in this. Oh look, there's secured resin that we spilled. I think it's fine. And this is our middle piece. So this is what the light will shine through, which is why I only wanted a little glitter, not a whole lot. And let's be real, my hands were very angry at me for this. They didn't want to work, they hurt, but I went ahead and figured it out. It was touch and go there for a minute. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get it out of the mold. We did end up with some bubbles in this, but you know what? I decided I liked it because the bubbles are like little bitty tiny ones inside to where it almost looks natural. Super freaking cute. Now the way I have the top piece on now is incorrect. You gotta flip it around. So that the top part, you wanna flip it to where that's on the bottom. That's how it's actually supposed to go. It took me about 30 minutes of fighting with the handles before I finally realized that I had that piece on upside down. So maybe now my spending 30 minutes on it and telling you about it will prevent you from having to spend 30 minutes on it. That's the goal. So there's all of our pieces. And then I'm going to put it together and I will show you when it's put together. Oh no, wait, hold on. First I'm going to put the light in it so you can see the light. So what I did with this is I glued this down with the I think it's B6000 is what I have. But it sits really nice in that circle. and then the cord goes right through that little slot. So it's all in there nice and even. You don't have to worry about hiding any cords. It fits there perfectly. That was a genius design move, whoever made that. I am just plugging, oh, there it is. It's so cool. It's got a USB plug, and it's even got a button to turn it on and off, so you don't have to unplug it to turn it off. So for those of you that haven't made this mold yet, I highly recommend you give it a try. It's super cute, and it is so much fun. You know, once you know to turn that top piece upside down. Yeah, this is me struggling with it. I couldn't figure out how it was supposed to go on. I promise you, I didn't record all 30 minutes of me fighting with it.
Colors in a dream.
But the light is so cute through there. Don't worry, you'll get a full front picture of it too.
Dancing light through crystal streams. Her hands create what her heart believes.
I feel like there's a way to make this while keeping the center hollow and filling it with the vegetable glycerin to make it almost like a lava lamp look. That's something I'm going to play with and see if I can figure out how to make happen.
Petal pink and sunset flame. She's painting life inside.
Take the light back out, get my B700, 7,000. I can't tell now how many zeros were on that. There we go, 7,000. Okay, B7,000. And I'm just going to place dots all around this bottom piece here.
With her wrist, resin rainbow, heartbeat bright, shining through the darkest night. Every layer
Now I put quite a few because I really wanted it to stay in place.
won't grow pale. She's the artist, wild and free, drowning down in ecstasy.
There we go. I'm going to press this into the glue.
Tiny stars in midnight.
Look, I'm just proud of myself for putting that in right side up.
Drips
Being me, I was thoroughly impressed that I didn't put it in upside down. Just going to hold it there for a few minutes, and then I'm going to just put it all together. And there we have it. Check that out, you guys. Isn't that super cute? I love it. It came out so adorable.
eyes and ocean's crest.
I hope you guys love it too. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. Share it with your friends. Leave me a comment.
Thing as second
I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys have a fantastic night.